All right. Good evening, everyone, or whoever is checking in. My name is Christy. I am the owner of Sage House Apothecary. Sage House Apothecary is a wellness brand. So, if you all have been following me for some time, I had an online apothecary. I've put it on pause, although I have been secretly taking orders, just not on my website. There's a lot of stuff. I think I even did a YouTube about it, about some of the challenges of being an entrepreneur. Um, but yeah, so Sage House Apothecary is my wellness brand, and so I'm a certified herbalist, hence the apothecary. But I also my products were herbal infused body products for the hair, skin, body, soul, mind. And I'm also a Reiki master, an angelic Reiki master teacher, certified sound healer, and as I mentioned, herbalist, and also certified crystal healer too. So I it's been a while since I checked in. For those of you who care, for those of you that care, honestly, this I think if anything, this is just becoming more of a opportunity for me to get things out, almost like a verbal diary, so to speak, because I absolutely dislike writing. I can type faster than I can write. Um, so yeah, who knows what this will be? I feel like I've just been, finding my way, especially in the YouTube world. I really don't like being in front of the camera, to be honest. I'm more of a behind the scenes type of person, but I am being pushed um, to basically face my fears, which is doing things like this. And so I'm doing it. So yeah, I thought to just check in because it's been a minute. My June was an absolute shit show. It honestly, from the start of January, my life has just been completely insane. I feel like I've been dragged down the road for several weeks, several months, and I have been going through some challenges, but that's a part of life. And I also feel like that's the beauty of life. And we have the gift of being able to experience this, all of the emotions, all of the ups and downs that we navigate as a human being. And I firmly believe that that is what our soul is craving. So I'm learning to go with the flow. And I mean, of course, and I don't want to say that on the negative note. I have been getting my ass kicked, and I'm not gonna lie. People will ask me, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna let you know." Um, so, and I don't want people to feel like I'm throwing them out on Front Street, but I also want to get it out, and I also want to be honest. And I'm kind of tired of hiding and or like always trying to, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But, so start of the year, I think I can share without it making anyone feel any kind of way. But so start of the year, we were supposed to be getting married, making plans to get married in Boston. And those plans ended up changing after we agreed to do it in Boston. Again, life happens. I get it. I understand it. But then we had to figure out what we were going to do. To be honest, I would have been happy to just elope, but I also understand that there are a lot of people who really want to support us and love us and want to be there. So I completely get it. And what I wanted, I had no idea it's like a thing now, micro wedding. I think that's what I'm having is a micro wedding because I really don't want to do the whole like all of it. I don't. I don't. I've been married before. We've both been married before. I think, he wants more of a something, but I want to celebrate. And if anything, I want a big party, which is what it's ending up happening. Um, I also didn't want it to be like a huge thing. So we're getting married in our building, actually our old building. So this is a different background. I I no longer have my office. I mean, I guess I do. This is like an office nook. We just moved. Oh my gosh, you should see my desk. It looks horrible. But the background looks good. So, you all think that I'm nice and neat over here. So that's cool. But yeah, we moved last month. Unexpectedly, we had to move. And we just moved across the street to our sister building. But the move it was insane. I think one day I had 19,000 steps because for a week we had both properties and the buildings are connected. So I was going from one building down, across, back up, back down, across, back up all day. And I started on Monday because I had to go out of town for work on Friday. And I didn't want the movers who were coming on Friday because I thought the move was happening on Wednesday. Um, but yeah, I didn't want my fiance to have to worry about what to do with my things. And of course, whatever. I just wanted most of my things moved. So when I got back home, I wouldn't have to worry about anything. But yeah, it was just a lot. And moves are never, I absolutely dislike moves. But yeah, so I wanted to check in with you all because it's been a minute. So yeah, my office space has changed. I can't do sound baths back here because it's too small or too narrow. Um, but I don't know. I'll have to think of some things because the current desk that I have is, and I don't know if I've showed you all my bed desk, but my fiance purchased a bed desk for me. It is a rolling desk, which it's on now, a rolling desk which fits over our queen bed. So there are times if I don't want to get out of bed and I'm just going to work from bed because I work from home. We both work from home. I can roll up my bed desk and just in the bed. It's lovely. I'm at that age where I am absolutely enjoying this stuff. It is absolutely amazing. So right now I'm using the bed desk, but I'm envisioning at some point in time I'm going to want something smaller because this bed desk is maybe 6 feet long and it's pretty high. It's high enough to roll over our queen bed. Um, so I'm thinking I might want something a little smaller, which would give me a little bit more space. So I don't know, we'll see. But in the meantime, in between time, things are just a little all over, which it's a part of life. So yeah, energetically, I've been just feeling like I have been getting my ass kicked. Because then I'm also going through perimenopause. For those of you women who are also my age who are going through it too, it is it's quite interesting, very interesting. This whole experience, I am learning to accept myself. I am learning to love myself, but I'm also learning to still be a little delulu by fighting as much as I can. I have been doing all sorts of things. I have been trying those stickers that you see that they have like nutrients or minerals in them. I've been using those, trying to see if I can regulate my water balance in my body so I'm not so bloated. So there's a patch for bloated. That's what they're called, patches or something like that. There's a patch for bloated. There's a patch for metabolism. There's a patch for collagen. There's a patch for NAD. There's a patch for pain. There's a patch for a lot of stuff. And I was trying to see if it would help like me to slim down because at one point I felt like my belly, my center was like growing out and sideways. It was not cute. And I like crop tops. I do, and I'll probably wear them until I'm in my 90s. I will probably be that person. I like a cute crop top. So I've been doing that, doing intermittent fasting. I started taking at one point I was doing collagen to see if that would help. I was drinking different teas. I was doing cleanses. I think now I'm on creatine. Creatine seems to work for me if I'm consistent. But so far, I like creatine. So, but the whole perimenopause thing it really is a thing. My emotions, I wouldn't say are crazy like that. But yeah, the body fluctuations, the pain, that's a thing for no reason. It's like, oh, so you're going to decide to hurt today. Got it. Okay. Yeah, like my hips are super, super tight. I have no idea why. I think maybe I might have arthritis in my right hip from dance and from when I used to do drill team. Um, so that's been lovely, but they're just like aches and pains. Like, where did this come from? I think I might even have like my shoulders trying to freeze up, frozen shoulder, but I'm fighting that. I'm still doing weights, regardless of the pain. But so yeah, that's been a very interesting phase of life. Um, but I'm also working to shift my perspective on it because I think menopause, perimenopause just has this negative connotation. And I think if we approach things from a different perspective, like if we stop assuming the negative and we just go in and we think or assume the positive, assume the best is going to work out. I really feel like the outcome is different than, assuming that it's just going to be bad. So I read somewhere, like in, I think it's Japanese culture or an Asian culture, menopause is looked at as a beautiful thing because, you have become an elder, you have become this status symbol of wisdom, and it is revered as being something beautiful. And yeah, and so I think maybe here in the States, we just, because we don't talk about it, I do feel like the conversations are now starting to happen, which is why I'm also talking about it too, because no one talks about this. My mother didn't talk about this. I mean, now I will ask questions and she'll share, but I try to make it a point. I told my daughter, like, oh my goodness, these hot flashes. Um, but yeah, hot flashes, I've dealt with the hot flashes, the weight changes, um, and sometimes brain fog. There will be words that it will literally fall out of my head. Like it was there, and then you blink and it's gone. And then it's just like it's gone. So I've also been working on that because sometimes that can be a little discouraging. Like, what was I just, because I will talk and it will probably happen at some point in this video. I will be talking and then I completely forget what I was going to say. So I've been really trying to work on, so for me, I'm a visual learner and seeing things kind of helps to like, oh my gosh, see, losing track. Seeing things helps to like embed it into my brain. So oh my gosh, see, I told you I was gonna forget. Yeah, seeing it helps to embed things in my brain, and I forgot what we were just talking about. Oh, as far as like the learning or remembering. So when I'm talking about something, I try to visualize the picture so that I can find the word because just thinking of the word, it just doesn't pop up. So that's what I wanted to say. What else is happening? The move, the wedding, business, Sage House. I'm still trying to figure out. Um, I think Sage House is going to come back. It's going to make a return, but it's going to look a little bit different. And I also am looking at ways to still do the work that excites me and figuring out how to carve out the time to do it. Um, that's something that I really need to work on because I would like to do more content on YouTube, but I just the work that I do, it does take a lot of my time, sometimes in the evening, and I also travel for work, so it can get really busy. And lately, I've also just been wanting to chill too. I don't know if this is a perimenopause thing or me just aging, because I'm really wanting to just slow down. I do like to keep busy. I'd like to have something to do. But lately, I've just been wanting to turn on Netflix and watch that. That's the only thing I know how to turn on because I don't watch TV but I figured out how to get to Netflix. So I'll try to find something on Netflix. That's been the thing that I enjoy lately. So I've been doing it. But there are some projects that I'm working on. The book that's coming, but again, my issue right now is time. But the final edits have been completed. The editor has gone through it. Now I just have to go through it. And I found an artist. Well, my son's doing the artwork for the front cover. Um, I'm still waiting on someone to write the foreword. She's reading my manuscript now, so I'll have to reach out to just remind her. So I don't know when the book is going to come out, and I probably do need to set a date. Maybe I just feel like this year is so much. I wouldn't, it would be too much if I was to try to get it done by my birthday this year. So I'm gonna say 2027. Because yeah, I don't know. So 2027 is my hope to have the book done. I also have another project which could probably be done by next year or the year after. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of excited about that. Um, I had my master level training earlier this year. I think I might have shared with you all. It went really, really well. Lots of amazing practitioners. And I'm like, I actually counted how many students how many students I have trained since I have been a master teacher. And it actually is kind of cool. And I used it in one of my posts. So I'm going to look back because I don't remember the number. But I was just trying to see if I could find it. Okay, so that is happening. Also, my sound baths at one of the hotels, I'm not going to name it, but I think that may be coming to an end just because the my initial contact left and the new contact is not really invested or doesn't seem interested or see the value in what I'm, and it's fine. I mean, honestly, I appreciate what has been done for me thus far because I get the space at no charge. Um, so I'm really grateful for that. And to not have it there at that hotel would help to probably free up some of my time. Um, but I do love my sound baths. I really do. But I'm still doing the other one. You all can find all the information on my website. Um, trying to see if I have where I put it. Um, maybe it's over here. Well, no, but since I opened up my email on my Angelic Reiki training, I actually wrote it down to talk about it today, just so that I can have a little bit of structure when talking with you all. So the training is this is for master level certification. So you should have already gone through level 1 and 2 angelic Reiki, either with me or with someone else. But for master level, it is scheduled for September 25th through the 27th. Right now, I have 8 spots available. Max is 8. So that class is not, no one's registered yet. Level 1 and 2 is taking place November 6th through the 8th. I have 6 slots left. So let me know if you are interested in that. And then I'm also scheduling some info sessions, which is when I get on Zoom, like I am now, and I just share. I was like, oh, did I record? And I just share about the training, what to expect, where Angelic came from, Angelic Reiki came from, what's the difference. I don't talk about what the difference is. I talk about my story, my training, because I think it's important to learn who you are working with. And it's also an opportunity for me to share the schedule, the expectations, what's like the material that's going to be covered. And then for the prospective students, it gives them an opportunity to actually meet me and to ask questions. Because again, just because you find someone who is out there willing to certify you or who is who's available to certify in a particular niche does not mean that they're actually meant for you. That's another thing. Itchy ears, perimenopause, menopause. And I will just be digging in my ears like it's crazy. Um, But yeah, so the information meeting allows interested students to learn about angelic Reiki and understand what is expected for the weekend and the material that's going to be covered. Again, learn about me and my background and, see if it's a good fit. It's not to, I don't ever feel like I have to sell anything because I really feel like the training sells itself. Um, Hopefully my passion and desire to want to help other people also comes through too. So, yeah, so those dates for the intro and for the information sessions, I'll have to put somewhere so that you all know. Although, did I put in my calendar? It's July 26th, August 30th, September 13th, and October 25th. So those are the dates for the information sessions, which those are on a Sunday and it's at 11 o'clock. And then if you're interested in still meeting with me, speaking with me, even outside of those dates, say you can't make one of those dates and you want to meet with me on a Monday, I can do that too. I mean, it really isn't um, hard for me to do that. And I've met with people one-on-one too. I actually like that because that gives me an opportunity to learn about them and not necessarily be distracted with trying to appease everyone. Um, so that's happening with the trainings. I have some events that are coming up next week. I have a rooftop Reiki and sound bath event with my friend, my beautiful friend Maria. She is my Reiki buddy. She is like she's just a very, very beautiful soul. That I have had the blessing and I've had the fortune to be able to meet. I mean, it's just she's really beautiful, and it's also interesting because she's also very real, like real with where she is and who she is and how she shows up, and I really admire that. She's for some of my trainings, if I have a small group, I'll rent out her townhouse, just because her energy is immaculate, and it's in the South Loop, and so it's kind of easy to access for people. So we have the rooftop July 10th, which is already sold out. The next rooftops with Maria, August 18th, September 27th, and those times are from 6:30 to 7:45. And then my next floating sound bath, Two Queens sound bath, is scheduled for July 19th at 11 o'clock. And that will be at Hotel Intercontinental. And there's another one following that one, July 19th. We're taking 2 months off, July, August, yeah, September and October, August and September, no sound baths. And then we resume again October 28th. So, and I think October's dates, I don't know if it's evening or brunch. I think it might be a candlelight one. But yeah, so that is what's going on with me. And oh, so I had shared with you, and I need to plug up my laptop. I shared with you how I was getting my butt beat. Okay, so this is not wanting to really. So I had mentioned since January, just things have been more challenging than they typically are, and or than they typically need to be. Um, so I don't want this to die. Um, so I travel to Detroit. Um, well, I'm going to share two things. So I travel to Detroit again. I have to like intentionally keep up with my thoughts. Otherwise, it just falls, it just goes away. Traveled to Detroit and I went to this Botanica. Met this young guy who was super, super cool, an artist. I'm hoping we are going to work together on a project. I'm hoping. But I kind of shared with him what I was going through. But what was I going to say? So from the start of the year, things have just been off. My energies just felt different. I thought maybe someone sent something my way. Um, that wasn't nice. So it happens sometimes, and sometimes it's not even, it's not even intentional. Um, but I just was not feeling myself. And uh, out in this healing space, I feel like even in Chicago, I think in most communities, the healing space, people are going to know other people. Anyway, I met this woman through a woman who I've done some, we've communed in the same space. And we've also broken bread several times, also in another amazing, beautiful spirit. Um, Michelle, I'll share Michelle. I met a woman through her, and oh my gosh, beautiful woman. I mean, just beautiful inside and out. And like her smile, I can't even explain it. It's just, she just has the most beautiful smile. She is so pretty to me too. Um, so I saw something that she posted because I followed her because I met her through I mentioned this one, Michelle, that I know. And she posted something on Instagram because I follow her. And I asked a little bit about it because I'm not sure if I shared on here, but I'm also interested in starting to work with people individually, utilizing plant medicine in addition to my Reiki and in addition to my sound work. I'm feeling like I am being moved into that space, um, possibly, but I'm feeling that way. So it was dealing with plant medicine. And so I reached out to her, asked some questions, and she said, "Oh, well, we're actually registered, we're about to open registration for class. What we're doing is we're doing interviews because we want to be very intentional with the people that are participating in the class. And so when are you available?" We scheduled a date. We had our meeting. It was very formal. I was a little surprised, but I love that because this is an actual school. Um, so I went through the interview. It went very well. And, you know, I got a notice saying that I was accepted into it. And I was like, oh, cool. Okay. Let me tell you, it was exactly what I needed during the time that things had just been going crazy, or life has just been lifing, or just all of it, just things happening. I mean, I'm sure you all have felt it too. Life has just been wild. So, the class has been so amazing. I know that's like my word, amazing. I can't help it. The class has been so helpful because everything that I've been going through in life, the tools I was able to use from the class in real time. And so helped me, it kept me from going completely insane. There are times where I thought I was going to lose my mind, let me tell you. But I'm grateful that I didn't. But again, the class came at the right time, and it has been so amazing. And I've been able to tap in deeper and connect with my clients better. It has impacted the way that I work. It has impacted the way that I clear my space in terms of energetically. It has changed the way I look at spiritual hygiene. I mean, I'm not perfect with it, but if I'm someplace and I know that I need to do something to um, maintain my energetic space, I know how to do it quick, fast, and hurry. I mean, I knew how to do it before, but I feel like now it's that muscle memory, so to speak, which has really been cool. And I can feel the difference. I can see the difference. So I'm really grateful for that class, and I'm really grateful that I'm getting the opportunity to meet with the people in my cohort. Um, this is definitely pushing me to go deeper in like my spiritual work. Um, and so that's exciting. And yeah, in talking about spiritual work, so I just created a reel, or I'm creating a reel it's a little trendy one, but it's around just how people who look like me, how they think about spiritual work or how they think about, being a spiritual person or how spiritual people, uh, how they just flow in their day. Um, so yeah, I completely just forgot. Told you. So, what else is happening? The events. Oh, I was talking about the post. Yeah, so I'm gonna post it. We'll see how that, then I'll probably post it on YouTube too. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. Oh, there was this period of time. Oh my goodness, I wrote something down. I was gonna write, maybe I'll do that tonight. I don't think I will. I'm like, let me be completely truthful with myself. My throat chakra is open. Um, what was I looking for? See, I was talking about the real. Oh, and then I was about to look up something. Where did I put it? And I forgot what I was going to look up. Oh, yeah, I forgot what I was going to talk about. This is close to what I was going to talk about. Oh, I wrote something down. And I was going to write an article or something on Stack. What's it called? The Stack app. I forgot the name of the Stack app. The app. Substack. Woo. Yo, I told you. All right. So, I was feeling some kind of way one day. Oh, here it is. And, I was just thinking about, and I think I even did a post, or like sorry, I keep sucking. I think I even did like a YouTube video on this about, me being the problem. And I think that is also one of the reasons why I've been going through everything that I've been going through to get me to this point to finally make a change and say, we need to do something different. That's all. And it's okay. But I wrote down, even in my pain, I deny myself. And that's true. And saying it out loud actually hurts quite a bit because that's an area that really needs to be shored up because I will put myself in a position where I am, bending over backwards or I'm doing the absolute best or the most that I can, denying myself of any comfort, of sleep, of food, because of whatever the case may be, to help this person or to assist or support this person, or to be available to people. And then it's like, I don't get it in return. And I don't do the things that I do for anything in return. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it because there was a period of time where I said I didn't want to do it. But I think sometimes it's, you know, it's reciprocal. And it's just nice to have things reciprocated. And I have a tendency to completely lose myself, not even lose myself. I will put myself to the side so that I can make sure that everyone else is okay because I want to be accepted or I want to be liked or I want to be like, I want to be in. Even in my pain, I deny myself. That does not feel good. I'm looking down at my phone because I wrote it. I can't. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that was pretty heavy for me, and I think I need to sit with that a little bit more. But that is definitely an area that has been working on me with me communicating and not waiting until it happens 20 times and then I'm at a point where I just completely snap off and I see red. Because a lot of times I will just not say anything or I won't do anything because I don't want to hurt people's feelings or I don't want to come off as being nasty or I don't want to be that person or be considered a bitch. So I won't do anything. But I realized that that has impacted me in a not so good way. So I'm really working on being clear with my boundaries, setting my expectations, and I'm also, and I think this might be age too, which I absolutely love. I'm at a point where I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care if people are talking about me. I don't care. We have an in-house joke, and it is I don't lose sleep off of anything, and I don't. I don't. And I've just I think also getting older, I'd rather really focus on like the good stuff and the positive stuff and you know, but I'm also at a point where I'm reflecting back what I'm given. So I'm no longer gonna, try to like go above and beyond and then end up getting, half of nothing. If you give me half of nothing, I'm gonna give you half of nothing too. So, and I'm not gonna feel bad and I'm not gonna lose sleep. Yeah, the sleep thing, that's one thing about menopause I have not had a problem with is the sleep because I know that some women don't sleep well. Now I've had some the sweats, but not terrible. Some people said that it's just like their sheets are all the way wet. I don't get like that. I do get like a good sweat and I'll just get up or I'll just wipe my hands. But yeah, it's like, when are we going to learn these lessons? I tell my clients too, and it's so funny when I sit down with my clients, some of the stuff that I'm telling them, it's like my spiritual network, my guides are telling me the same. It's like this is also for you. Pay attention. What you're about to tell this woman or sir, this is also for you because you need to also learn this lesson. They are so clear with me. It is crazy. Um, yeah. So there's been a lot of stuff that's been being shaken out of my life. Um, and it doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. It sucks. But it's also part of life. It's part of growth. And I really feel like my soul is expanding and it's evolving. And that's what I want. Also as a human, I feel like I'm learning my lessons a little bit faster, maybe just like a little bit. Sorry, I probably should have put the lamp on. Oh, I think I moved it. Yeah, so this new spot we'll have to see how this works, especially for video. But yeah, itchy eyes, that's another perimenopause thing. Excuse me, you all. That's another perimenopause thing. See, you're getting it real time. But so yeah, I'm really grateful for the class. Just going back to that, one of the teachers, amazing, amazing. Oh my goodness, simply amazing. So there was a period where I was actually looking for a teacher. I wanted to, I want to work with someone. I want to have a mentor, a spiritual mentor. I want people to teach, like show me some things, um, take them under their wing, but I want to make sure it's going to be a person of integrity, the right type of person that has the same values that I have, that also recognizes that the work that we do is intimate and it requires care and not recklessness. It requires integrity, honesty, And that's how she is. And I had a Akashic reading with her. And if you all want me to share when the Akashic reading is, I will share. I know some people might be watching this video and I'm like, what? Christy is talking about this stuff. Anyway, got this Akashic record reading. It is like the library of your soul. I'll just say that as an explanation. So say that um, imagine a library where all of the books are about you. And it goes all the way through from the time that you were just a little fractal of light, before that you were even manifested in this physical realm. So I mean, because there are some things that have happened. For instance, in one of my past lives, I was killed and I fell off a cliff and broke my back. And in this current lifetime, I have back issues. Um, so those are type of examples that you all can explore in the Akashic, and also like just asking really specific questions. But I have never had such a on point, clear, in tune reading from anyone. And she confirmed a lot of stuff that I was feeling and going through. There are things that she just wouldn't know. Like she knew that my mother was a teacher. How would you know that? Um, and it is not of the devil. Uh, you can be in a church and be working for the devil, because I've actually seen and dealt with demons in a church. That's a whole other conversation. If you want me to talk about that, just let me know, because I have so many of them. But yeah, so it was very, very it was a good reading. And so she's the woman that I really want to work with. And I'm learning again those boundaries, and also I want to make sure that I'm respecting her boundaries. But we'll see. I'm really about the class, and actually I'm going to start wrapping up so that I can get to my classwork because I need to do some readings. But yeah, I wanted to check in with you all, see what's going on. Well, share with you all what's going on. I am alive. I feel like I'm hanging by a thread, and I keep looking out of my window because on the other side of my window are buildings and people are walking across, and I see things. But yeah, we like this new space. We have downsized. We are higher up, but we have an amazing view. We absolutely love it here. We're still sharing the same amenities. There I go sucking. I'm gonna stop doing that with my teeth. But yeah, so we're finally settled in. Once the wedding is over, I'm gonna start focusing on my office space. I am also looking to help my daughter find an apartment here in Chicago. So if you all know of anybody, please let me know, connect me to someone, and a job. So if you all are out there able to help, closed mouths don't get fed. I did it again. I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, thank you all so much. Again, if you come across this page, just bear with me. Who knows where this will go. I'm not too consistent. Actually, I'm not consistent. I'm not consistent at all, truth be told. I'm working towards that. And I don't know, maybe life sometimes doesn't afford consistency like that. We'll see. But if you all come across this video, please like and subscribe. It would be wonderful to connect with you. I really want to grow this page beyond the 176, which is great because that means I got some new subscribers. But yeah, I want to grow this page and see. I also heard that, for those people that are like 50 and up, you might want to start a YouTube page, because that is a genre or a population that is not getting out here on YouTube. And, us people of a certain age, we've lived. Can I tell you I've lived? I have lived. We've lived, and there's a lot of wisdom that we carry, and there's a lot of knowledge that we have. Are we perfect? By no means. No, I know I'm not. But you can definitely learn stuff from us. And so I really need to figure out what is the stuff that I want to share, the stuff that lights me up. Of course, I want to talk about herbs, and I also want to talk about Reiki, but I also feel like, you can only talk about that stuff for so long, for so long. And then I also want to work on my podcast. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to do, lots of things. But hey, it keeps me focused on something. It keeps me busy and it keeps me out of trouble. So, but yes, that is it. You all have an amazing life. Have a wonderful rest of your week, wherever this video falls when you see it. But yeah, if you all have any specific questions about things that you'd like to talk about, whether it's Reiki, whether it's about sound healing, whether it's about being an entrepreneur, a failed entrepreneur, or an entrepreneur who was, had several hard lessons, yes. If you want to talk about podcasting, yes. Yeah, let me know what you want to talk about, and I'd be happy to talk about it. All right, have a good night. Bye.